Hey everyone, welcome back to Addie P's Real Estate Tea, where today I want to bring you a video on things that can cause a home to go back on the market. Now, before I get into this video, if you like what you hear, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Also, comment below. I love to hear from you all. And if you do like what you hear in this video and want to see more content, please consider subscribing to the channel. And when you subscribe, please hit the bell notification to be notified of future videos on the channel. And you already know, if you follow your girl over on Instagram, don't forget to drop me a heart and show me some love. Now, as disturbing as it may be, and especially in this market, because you kind of think, oh, why would a home go back on the market? They do. And for four reasons here, sometimes more reasons, but these four reasons are ones that I'm going to discuss in this video. And the first reason is inspection results. Sometimes if you have a inspection contingency built into your contract and they have the home inspection, or even if it's like a municipal inspection, but more than none, it's probably a home inspection, and something grave is discovered as far as like a major repair, something that no one anticipated on, maybe even the seller didn't know, that can really tank a deal, especially if you can't negotiate on that repair that the inspection results came back with. Now, the next one is the home didn't appraise. Sometimes home appraisal values come in low, and if you are going back between the buyer and the seller and you just can't come to an agreement on what the purchase price should be, then that could be something that can kill a deal. Also, too, there are sometimes, depending on what type of appraisal it was, if there were results of repairs noted in the appraisal that are deemed mandatory to be done, sometimes that can also cause a little disruption in a transaction where both parties just decide to call it quits on the contract. The next is a loan denial. If the buyer is declined financing through their lender, it could be various reasons, income, a loss of a job, whatever it may be, that will surely end the transaction if the buyer can no longer afford to purchase the property. And lastly, contract contingencies. Those are things that are built into the contract that both buyer and seller agree upon that are going to be taken care of. Like I mentioned in the first bullet point here, an inspection contingency. If those contingencies fall apart, say there's a mortgage contingency, a mortgage commitment contingency, excuse me, where you are supposed to get mortgage contingency or mortgage commitment, excuse me, to at a certain date, and that doesn't happen, and the seller wants to call it quits. I've seen it happen. It's kind of rare, but not too rare, especially in this market. If you already had quite a few offers and the seller is like, you know what, I'm not waiting around to get mortgage commitment, or if the settlement date is being pushed back, sometimes that makes sellers a little uneasy. So you want to make sure that, kind of to go back here a little bit with the loan denial, that you are really like vetted, if you're a buyer, that you are going through all the checks and balances. Most lenders will really go through everything. Make sure you're being straight up and honest about everything with your finances, so there's no like last minute pop-ups like, oh, well, I didn't know that, so guess what, you no longer qualify. But you want to make sure that all of those things are taken care of, so you have as seamless as a transaction as possible, because it will get stressful. But those are the four things that, again, can really tank a deal. So you want to avoid those things. All right, guys. Well, I'll be back next week with a market report update, and I may have a special guest with me to kind of go over that market report and hopefully to bring you some pointers, especially in the buying realm. All right, guys. Take care and have a blessed one.